welcome back to another episode of Action Movies for Dummies. I am your host, MJ, and the man with the info, Shakes.
What's going on, everybody? Did you hear that? We got some music.
Oh, hell yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
Hey, it gets me pumped up, man. Love it. Today we are going over Clan of the White Lotus, which came out in 1980. Some old school kung fu. But before we get into that, uh, we have our action movies question of the week. Last week we asked if you were given the chance to make an action movie, what actor would you choose for your villain? And the number one answer is Willem Dafoe.
Willem
Dafoe,
Dafoe.
everyone. And the reason it's the number one answer is only one dummy responded.
Yes, yes.
All right. If we could just reach one person, it's all worth it.
So who would you choose as a villain for your movie?
I would choose, and I went over this, I would choose Kevin Heffernan, which nobody knows that name, but he played Favre in the Super Trooper movies, which a new one is coming out. He's the guy who asks for a liter of cola. He's just all around jerk in the movies, and I would love to see him play a bad guy. How about you? Who would you choose?
Any action movie hero that refuses to take a bad guy role. So I'm talking like Steven Seagal. I'm talking like Sylvester Stallone. These guys won't take bad guy roles. Why? You too good?
Well, like The Rock?
If Julius Roberts' brother can take a bad guy role.
Hey, he's always a bad guy. All right, so we're going over Clan of the White Lotus. Let me give you a little history on not the movie, but us. When we decided to create a podcast, our original name was going to be Kung Fools.
Yeah.
And we were just going to do Kung Fu movies. We went over this movie, Clan of the White Lotus, and we realized we need to broaden our horizons.
Yeah.
So we decided to do action movies instead of just Kung Fu movies. So this was our very first podcast that we created. And
Right.
luckily, the sound on it came out like crap. So we scrapped the whole thing. We really didn't know what we were doing. So we decided to go back to our beginnings and redo this movie.
Hell
And
yeah.
I got to tell you, how did you feel about it watching it the second time?
Oh my gosh. Watching it the second time, man, it was not as good as I remembered the first time.
I would have to agree 100%. I think we were just so stoked to start a podcast that we
Right.
made ourselves like this movie.
This is true.
Yeah, I felt the same way going through it. I was like, I know what happens. But I gotta watch it again. I would give you actors' names. I would give you character names, but it really doesn't matter, and I can't pronounce most of them. But I will tell you, when we chose this movie, we did 100% zero research. Turns out this is the third part of a trilogy. You would talk about being green. Well, we didn't know what we were doing.
Not at all.
No, but trust me, there's a good chance we're going to do a third part of a trilogy all over again. and even know about it. But this time it'll be on purpose.
Fully aware.
The first movie was called Executioners from Shaolin. The second movie was called The Abbot of Shaolin. And originally this movie was called Fist of the White Lotus, which somehow later got changed to Clan of the White Lotus. I don't know if that's just for America or what.
Yeah.
I have really no financials to give you on this. That's pretty much all the information's just not there.
I will tell you one bit of detail that I did like about this is the Shaw Bros insignia coming up in the beginning of the movie,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
little shield with the SB. That definitely kicks you back into old school karate movies. And if you watch any of the Kill Bills, they use the same Shaw Bros opening, even though they did not produce the movie or anything like that. They still use the same insignia to give the old school karate feel to it, which is a good touch to it.
Oh, that is cool. I did not know that. I will bring
Yeah.
up one point.
Hmm.
Lo Lei, who played the bad guy in this movie, is also the director.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But see, he did the opposite of Steven Seagal or Sylvester. He put himself in a bad guy role.
Yes.
Hell yeah. I like you already.
Yep.
All right, my man, we talked it up. You ready to go in?
Let's do this.
Oh shit, here we go. The movie opens to the last scene of the last movie, which of course we did not watch, which is Hung Man, Ting, and Whale Bu running through a burning village, where they are met by the priest of the White Lotus clan, known as White Brow. And he has white hair and white brows, and he is dressed in all white. He has an all white Fu Manchu. This, they could not have leaned more into the white.
You know, having not seen the first two movies, really didn't know what was going on right here. And you got these two guys that are basically dressed in black fighting this one guy dressed in white. And I was like, oh, the one guy's the good guy. And the two other guys must be the bad guys. Boy, did I get that
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah, we were wrong about that.
Yeah.
Because they begin to fight. And they have a couple of hand exchanges. Man Ting goes for the priest's testicles, and that happens to be a part of his fighting style, sadly. It is the entire time he's going for somebody's testes. He tries for the testes so much that Whitebrow traps his hands in between his legs, and they make this little pinging sound when he gets his hand free. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
You know, the whole time I'm watching, and this is all during the opening credits.
Yes.
This entire fight scene, which I love, when you do something during the opening credits besides just showing opening credits. Uh, when he does go to punch the man in the balls, uh, it's almost like his balls grab the man's fist. Now, I don't know where you go for training for that. And it's got to be awkward in the beginning because you're like, okay,
Just taking blows to the balls.
I'm just gonna put my hands right here, and you see if you could grab my hand. I would not want to be that kind of a personal trainer.
Bu tries to help by clawing at Whitebrow's eyes. They have a few more hand exchanges, but it's clear that Whitebrow is much better than the two of them. Bu then jumps on Man Ting for this kind of stacked combo attack where they combine their styles, which is the crane style and the tiger style. From there, Bu is hitting the top of the head of the priest while Man Ting is aiming for his testes. They land a few good blows, and then Man Ting rips off the priestess's testicles and throws them on the ground.
There's so many ball shots in this. They're always going for the nuts, the eyes, and the top of the head.
This is true. Those are the three spots they always go for.
And when they're stacked on top of each other, they look so vulnerable.
Yes.
Oh
It doesn't look like a fightable stance.
no.
Scene cuts to a group of men, and the current priest of the White Lotus is now talking about how Bu and Manting got away with killing Whitebrow and how they should be punished. It isn't said, but Bu is already in jail and Manting is not for some reason. They both committed this murder, but Bu is in jail and Manting is not. As they are talking, a man comes in with a decree from the emperor. He says that the rebuild for the Shaolin Temple has been permitted and that all the prisoners will be released to help with the rebuild. The current priest hears this and he knows that Bu is getting released.
In this scene, just so you know, it's like everybody you see has a bad wig on. and they have fake sideburns. And your one bad guy you're looking at right now has got such a porn stash. It
Dude,
is ridiculous.
did he not look like Master Payne?
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Another thing you all might want to know is we watched Kung Pao Enter the Fist last week
Oh my
together.
god.
And we have been obsessed with some of the lines in it. And as I'm watching this movie, I'm like, I understand why he did this now. I understand why they made fun of this now.
Baby.
Porn stash.
Scene cuts to the current priest going to see his uncle, who is the former priest and the brother of Whitebrow. No names, so we're just going to stick with current priest and former priest because I don't know the names.
That's fine.
Current priest tells him about the decree, and he feels that he's not able to get revenge for his teacher, who is Whitebrow, and wants the former priest to step in and help him get revenge. And the former priest agrees. Scene cuts to two women, who is Sing Chung and Madame Bu, Bu's wife, and she is pregnant, and Sing Chung is practicing her sword skills. Man Ting is in town and he sees that Bu is getting released from jail, so he runs through the street saying, they're getting released, they're getting released. As he gets through the gate, Sing Ching almost cuts his face off because she's practicing her sword, and as he opens the door, she swipes down right through the door, which, why would you do that?
I don't know, because up to that point, her sword skills were awesome.
Yeah, they
Like
were really
the
good.
choreography for it was good, but every time she moved the sword, it was like whoosh,
Yeah,
whoosh,
that is one
whoosh.
thing about old school karate movies. They have awesome sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like the swords clashing, the fighting. It's awesome. It's always so good in the sound department. Scene cuts to men carrying Bu because the guards busted up his ankles. They sit him down on a rock. They tell him that they can carry him the rest of the way. But Bu says because they killed the priest of the White Lotus, that they believe that they'll hold a grudge and it's not safe for them to continue with him. So they continue on, and Bu meets up with the ladies and Man Ting. As the men are walking along trying to get home, they are ambushed and massacred. And the group of men are looking for Bu. But he's at home having dinner with his wife and family.
This scene was so fucked up. These guys are like they just got released from prison. They are walking home. They have nothing. And then these like 20 guys with sabers come out and just cut them
Yeah,
down.
massacre. Scene cuts to Bu, Man Ting, and the ladies all eating dinner. As they're eating and talking, they get ambushed by a large group in white with torches. Bu asks them what they want, but the men just throw the torches into the house and rush Man Ting and Bu. A small fire starts inside the house, but the women toss a table on top of it, and that puts the fire out. And I said, bullshit.
Yeah, oh yeah, let's throw some wood on that fire to put it out. Uh, um, and at this point, I realized I had to stop thinking of people in white as good guys because
They're all bad.
if you're wearing, and I mean, it is the clan of the White
Loaded.
Lotus.
This is true.
I get it, but Disney and all these other corporations have put in my mind that the guy in white is your good guy.
Yeah, not in
And so
this one, brother.
I just had to wrap my head around that.
Man Ting is holding off like 6 men with swords, barehanded, while Bu is fighting 5 others and trying to hold the door closed so more can't enter because it is a large group.
That scene actually cracked me up. There's a bunch of guys coming through the door, and he's like, ner, and he just shuts the door. I was like, good defense.
The women jump into the action as some of the men enter the house, but they beat up like 5 men together with these awesome in sync karate moves. I thought that was fucking sweet.
The choreography in this entire fight scene is so good.
Yeah.
It really, I mean, Even by today's standards, it is really good.
Yeah. Bew loses control of the door, but no matter because the women are still in the house kicking ass. So much that Sing Chung drops to her back and starts clearing out the room with these fucking kicks. And she just like knocks out like seven dudes at once. I thought that was insane. And Madame Bew is also kicking ass. She's beating the shit out of like four dudes, but because she's pregnant, it slows her down a little bit.
Yeah, so they're all getting their asses handed to them by a crippled dude, a pregnant woman.
Yeah, yeah. Two out of the four are fully able bodied, and they're still getting their asses kicked. Like, what the hell? A large group of village men show up to help Manting and Bew. Bew sees the ladies and tells them to go for safety and jumps back into action. Instead of leaving, Madam says she wants to grab some clothes.
And the bad guys keep coming and coming. I
They're
don't know
just
where
pouring
they're coming.
in,
Like they're standing out in the neighbor's yard just waiting to come in.
waiting for their turn.
Yes.
The former priest then appears. He tells them that Whitebrow was his brother, and he's here to test their kung fu. Man-Ting jumps into the fight with the former priest, and even with a sword, Man-Ting can't touch him. The former priest then tells Man-Ting that his kung fu is only good for killing fish, and then disarms him. Some of the village men try to jump in and help,
Oh,
but
this was great. When the locals show up to help them, they come with torches and pitchforks
yeah,
and shovels. It made me think of The Simpsons. Like anytime there's a problem,
the mob has
the
those
mob
things.
the mob always shows up with those exact items.
That's insane. You point that out.
It's insane that you knew what I was talking about.
So some of the village men try to jump in and help, but the former priest is having none of it. He beats the shit out of like six men. He breaks one of their weapons along their arm so it traps them in it, and then he takes another guy's pitchfork, breaks it off, and then stabs it into his leg. Holy shit.
And then the guy tries to run away, but he grabs the pitchfork and pulls the guy back to him. I was like, dude.
Priest tells the men that jumped in that now they can run, and they try to, but he did his 7-step death punch to him, and as they take 7 steps, they fall to the ground dead with blood coming from their eyes and mouth.
And nose.
And nose.
For some reason in this movie, you're truly dead if you have blood coming out of your eyes, nose, and mouth. I don't know why.
Man-Ting and Bew get pissed and attack the former priest. They try to stack attack again, but due to Bew's bad legs, they won't work. The priest proves that he's a lot better than both of them and even avoids the ultra nut attack that killed his brother.
Again, the balls grabbed the fist. His hand was stuck. I don't know.
How you said that tickled me.
I don't understand this.
Man-Ting and tells him to go and look after the ladies and jumps back into the fight with the former priest solo. Before he attacks, the former priest gives the kill-all order to his men, and that triggers the rest of the men to jump on Man-Ting and the ladies. Bew and the former priest trade blows. Bew tries to go low, and the former priest proves that his balls are made of steel because when he punches them, they make a little pinging sound.
Right? Yep.
The former priest tells Bew that his kung fu is useless and proves it by staying just out of reach of all his attacks. He's swinging and he's just literally just taking steps back and every punch is missing, which is...
His punch is so powerful, the wind from it pushes him away.
The former priest then throws Bew 5 feet in the air and he lands right in front of Madam. She runs over, but the priest then does this jumping stomp attack to finish Bew right in front of her.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
which causes Madam to pass out. and Man Ting catches her. Bu is not actually dead. He stands up and tries to fight again, and then he dies, which I
Yeah.
thought was bullshit. He died
Man.
on the ground.
Yeah, there was blood in the eyes, nose, and mouth.
It was probably the eyes and nose, and then when he
Right,
stood up,
hadn't.
it finally came through the mouth.
Yeah, it came through
Yeah,
the
there you
mouth, and
go.
then you're dead. Yeah.
Sing Chung is pissed, seeing that her brother is dead. She tells Man Ting to get Madam to safety and that she will avenge Bu. She jumps into action and starts fighting like 14 men at one time with this sword, and she's making these awesome sword sounds. Ching, 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 ching. So cool. I love that aspect of it. The story is dog shit, but the fighting is sick.
I can't tell you enough. The choreography in these fights are so good.
Sing Chung then fights the former priest and puts up a pretty good fight. Even digs her sword into the priest's throat, but it's not good enough. He death grips her stomach and throws her across the room. She tries to get back up, but dies.
Yeah. Eyes,
Sing
nose, and mouth.
eyes, nose, and mouth once again. You pray that one doesn't start bleeding.
Right, because you ain't got much longer, pal.
Scene cuts. Scene cuts to Man Ting and Madam hiding in a bush. Man Ting says that he wants to go back and help Sing Chung. Madam says she fears that she's dead, which is true.
Yeah.
She said that a smarter idea would be going to Wayon Town. She says that she has relatives there that can help. Scene cuts to the current and former priest and some other men having a dinner celebrating his victory over Bu. The current priest thanks the former priest for his help in avenging Whitebrow, but is a little nervous that Man Ting got away. The former priest mocks Bu and says that his kung fu couldn't even touch him and even laughs about killing him. The former priest says not to worry about Man Ting and that Man Ting will come to them to die soon enough and to stick to the plan and to kill the Shaolin rebels. The scene cuts to a group of men working on the rebuild of the Shaolin temple. Another group of men approach carrying baskets. The priest
Okay.
on.
These men that are rebuilding the temple, they're all like peaceful monks. Like they
Yeah.
have like the robes and they're doing a good thing.
Well, the
Just
original people that were supposed to do it got massacred.
right. Yeah.
Priest on site tells them that they have to sign in, but they say, "Nah, we're all friends here. We're good." The priest on site then tells them that the tools are over there, but the men says, "We brought tools of our own." The group, but two of the men approach the workers. They then rip off their shirts, revealing their White Clan Lotus symbol. And they begin to kill everybody on the site, including the priest and the sign-in man, which was fucked up because okay, maybe the priest. Maybe the priest. The priest is kind of fucked up. But the sign-in man, he was doing a job.
And he even let them slide by without signing in. Like he was doing them a solid and they still killed him. These are bad people.
In white clothing.
And
See?
Mike,
See?
what is happening?
Panting and Madam arriving to
Oh,
Wanee Town. Yeah.
I'm sorry. One other thing. While they're getting massacred, they just splashed red paint all over the dead people. There's no actual cuts. It's just bright red paint. Like there's no scars or slits or
Oh, God.
anything.
Holy shit. Yo, old movies did not give a shit. They were just like,
No.
here is the movie, watch it.
I mean, it got the point across.
It did.
I understood they were dead, but there was no details at all.
Scene cuts to Man Ting and Madam arriving at Wonee Town. They find her relative, who is Cousin Shing. And Cousin Shing looks fucking bananas.
He's,
Okay, he is pale skinned, long face. He has red bags under his eyes. Never seen that before. He has patches all through his head. What the
you
fuck?
know, the thing that got me the most was they actually used white paint on his face, and then he had a shaved head, but they put this like fucked up wig with holes in it on his head to make it look like he had patchy hair loss and he was
Oh my,
sickly. It was, and he's
yeah,
the and
just wild
he's
looking.
totally the comic relief
Yes,
of this movie, which the movie
yes,
really needed, I will
yes.
say.
Oh my god.
And one of his catchphrases that he uses over and over in this movie is "ay ay 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 ay," and every time he did it, I laughed my ass off. Ay 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 ay.
Oh my god. Madam says they've ran into trouble and that they need to stay with him for a little while, and Shing agrees. Shing asks what happened, and Man Ting explains that Bu and Sing Chung are both dead at the hands of the former priest. Anything white, so washcloths, clothing, anything white sets Man Ting off. As he's washing up, the washcloth pisses him off because it's white. So then he knocks it into the well, but catches it. And then he has this idea of crossing the crane technique in one hand and the tiger claw in the other hand. And that technique is what he believes is going to beat the former priest. So then they do this montage, awesome, of
Uh-huh.
him practicing every night of these two styles now combined. If
I
it
uh
didn't work when they were doing it at full style, so what makes you think that half the style is
I don't know.
Man Ting asks Shing to be his training partner, and Shing agrees. As they begin training, Shing is ass. He has no coordination, no stamina. He's faking moves behind Man Ting's back. He's acting like a crow instead of a crane.
You know what he keeps saying?
Ay,
Ay,
ay.
ay, 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 ay.
This dude is fucking nuts. He's
he's
nuts.
he's hilarious though. Like he's making fun of him behind his back, and oh, it's fun. He's fun.
They try to stack attack, but Shing is just screwing around and making funny noises and faces. Man Ting says, "Oh, you're tired?" And then he offers him a chair, and as Shing goes to sit down, he pulls the chair from underneath him. And he says, "This thing isn't for you. This is supposed to be the priest." Man Ting is now using Shing as the priest stand-in with a costume and hat get up.
Yeah,
Shing is scared to death as Man Ting, of course, aims for the testicles. Thank God Shing blocked.
yeah. But if you notice, they have him dressed up in white,
Oh,
so it's just
pisses
making
them
him
off
even more
more.
mad. Right? There's a
Sets them
good
off more.
there's a good chance he's just gonna die in training.
Man Ting tells Madam and Shing that he will go and avenge Bu and Sing Chung. Scene cuts to Man Ting arriving to the White Lotus Temple. He is
Yeah,
stopped by.
he's. I got a good idea. I'm only half trained in this
Man,
one technique. Let me go fight them all.
I
I'm
will
just
say,
single handedly.
I
Let
will
me just go
say,
fight them all.
Man Ting was full of piss and vinegar through this whole movie for some
Oh my
reason.
god!
For
And
some reason, he was just full of piss and vinegar. He was just ready to fight.
for no good reason.
None.
He was just not ready. He just got his ass beat over and over. Oh,
Scene cuts to Man Ting arriving at the White Lotus Temple. He's stopped by two guards. Man Ting says that he needs to see the priest, but the men say, "Come back another day." But Man Ting isn't taking go away for an answer. So he then starts to fight these guards, and then there are more guards standing there, so he's now fighting like 9 men. Man Ting fights his way into the temple, beating up a bunch of men until two swordsmen arrive with awesome sword noises. Man, yeah, Man Ting disarms one of them by pushing the sword. The other swordsman is standing across the room. Man Ting is fighting one man. He punches the sword out of one man's hand and it flies across the room and stabs the other man in the chest. What the fuck did I just
I
watch?
know. The other thing that was bothering me was while he's fighting them, for some reason he's ripping their clothes off.
The current priest appears and he's ready for a fight. They have some good exchanges, but neither man are really landing significant blows. Quick cuts to the former priest in the bath being informed that Manting is there. He then jumps straight. Now, when I say straight, you think
He's
like he runs in a hurry and climbs out. No, he literally is sitting in the bathtub and shoots directly into the air.
like Superman. Like, and he's naked. He's full on naked. You can see it all.
Oh my god. Back to Manting and the current priest still fighting, and the other guards start to jump into this fight. But no matter, because Manting just keeps kicking ass. The former priest sees Manting combining these fighting styles and wants to fight him. He tells Manting it's festival time and that he should be spending his time cleansing and not killing. But since he's here, I'll kill you. Manting says that he'll send him to his death instead. That I thought was classic karate movie. Is like, I shouldn't kill you, but I will. And he's like, but I'll send you to your death instead.
The other thing that I found enjoyable was he said, "It's my day for cleansing." How often do you take a bath, bro?
Probably not very well. It's the festival time, so I think that is like designated for special cleansing. I'm guessing.
I I guess,
Fuck
but
if
if
I
you
know.
go to a
Shit, I don't know.
festival, do you hide in your bathtub?
No, I mean I go and get peanuts. That's a lot of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts.
Manting tries his combined style on the former priest, but the priest is proven to be way better still, avoiding all of his attacks, telling Manting that his combined style is useless, avoiding all of his attacks to the point where the priest is literally just standing in one spot, spinning in place, and none of the attacks are landing. He takes a step back and dusts himself off, and he mocks Manting and says, "Isn't this fun?"
I
Man-
love that line. He actually said, "Isn't this fun?"
Manting tries his patented nutshot attack once again, but the priest bunny hops. Bunny hops backwards to avoid the attacks.
He's just toying with him at this point.
Yeah, no, he's way better. He's way better, and you can definitely tell. The priest shows some of his strength with a couple of counters, and he gets a hold of Manting's shirt and throws him over his head. The priest tells Manting his half-ass combination style won't work. The priest then starts striking with purpose, so violently that he hits one of his own men, killing him instantly.
Oops.
Manting tries one final attack, but the priest lunges straight back to the steps, so Manting decides to run. Manting notices he's being followed and shakes them.
He sends two guys to follow him. Okay, so this is a whole town where everybody's wearing like a scarf on their head, like a
Yeah.
bandana almost.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these two guys are wearing these giant wicker hats. Who's the guy that does lightning in Mortal Kombat?
Oh, Raiden.
Yes, they
Yeah.
all that kind of hat.
The
They
Raiden brims, yeah.
Oh my god. They both stand out so hardcore.
And how he shakes him is he goes to a restaurant and they see him go into the restaurant, and as they go into the restaurant they're being guided in, and it zooms in on the person and it's somehow Manting disguised as a host now.
Yeah,
leading
he
the
has
man
like
into the restaurant.
he like holds a menu over his face and he's like, "Come on in, guys." And they just do. And then he slips away with a little smile on his face.
That scene could have been taken out of the movie and it would not have mattered.
Not at all.
That
It's
was
a lot of nuts.
that's a lot of nuts. That scene was completely fucking useless.
It helped our show out.
Absolutely. Scene cuts to Shing outside, and we hear baby cries. Madame Buse had her baby. Man Ting then decides that he's going to help with the baby. Time passes, and this baby gets chunky very quickly, but Man Ting is still continuing his training. Madam sees Man Ting hanging Shing up and swinging him back and forth and swiping at him, and that isn't a very effective practice, but he says it's helping practice with his speed. Madam sees these paper dummies blowing in the wind in the back, and she comes up with a special training for Man Ting. She tells Man Ting that his strikes are too powerful and that he needed to learn woman kung fu.
Oh my god! I was like, this would not fly today.
You
No.
know what's actually interesting is the kung fu that Ip Man performs, which is
Uh-huh.
Wing Chun, is considered a female version of kung fu. It's
Okay.
it's not a man version of kung fu, but he kicked ass for it. He kicked ass with it for years. She tells him that he needs to learn woman kung fu. Man Ting asks to be taught this woman kung fu, but Madam says that he first needs to do the jobs of women. So we then have a small montage where Man Ting is now learning how to thread a needle and sew, and he develops a lighter touch, and then he starts dealing with the baby, but he at one point is literally flinging this baby in the air to where the door is shut. Madam is inside and she sees her baby flying above the window, above the door, because Man Ting is throwing him so high in the air.
Uh, the thing that got me. So this montage is him doing women's karate. He is basket weaving. He is sewing, and he is badly babysitting.
Yeah.
And the entire time he is holding this child, it is crying. Like there's not one scene.
Madam starts to show Man Ting some of this woman kung fu. In the beginning, he's very awkward, but over time, he starts to learn to combine all three styles. And he says he has a new name for it, but we will definitely come back to that.
So he's combining tiger, crane, and women's
Woman
kung
kung
fu.
fu, yes.
Right. Yeah.
Madam tells him that he needed to wait for the priest to get close and then strike with power. Through practice, Man Ting trains and goes for pressure points. Man Ting tells Shing he's going to head back to the White Lotus Temple, but Shing is trying to sleep and waves him off. Once again, full of piss and vinegar. Shing then wakes up and remembers what Man Ting says and goes after him. He catches up to Man Ting and tries to talk him out of it, but Man Ting tells him that if something happens to him, to go and look after Madam and the baby. And he goes on to the temple. Scene cuts to Man Ting arriving at the temple again, but this time he doesn't see any guards. He sneaks into the temple and does this standing mega leap jump straight to the second floor where he finds the priest.
That was pretty impressive.
Man Ting charges but runs right into two swordsmen who are the priest's bodyguards. They drop from the ceiling. The swordsmen then fight in sync. Man Ting uses his new style, and the priest somewhat notices but doesn't join the fight. The swordsmen attack together but get their swords stuck in Man Ting's shirt. He then pulls the swords out of his shirt, and then double sword attacks the now swordless swordsman. What the fuck?
and they have pigtails.
Yeah. Man Ting then throws these two swords at the priest, and they get stuck in the wall behind them, which gets the priest's attention, and he joins the fight. The priest tells Man Ting by beating his guards that he's noticed that his kung fu has gotten stronger, and they begin to fight. But the priest does not hold back this time. The priest tries his death grip, but Man Ting kicks a shoe to his chest to block it. After an exchange, the priest jumps to the ground level where there are like 13 guards who have now shown up. Man Ting dives after the priest and shows his new style works as he gets close enough to rip off some of his eyebrows and lift up his eyelids.
The guy's got enough eyebrows; he can lose some. It's okay. He's gonna be okay. He can go to town and still pick up some ladies.
Pick up some chicks.
The ladies do like me.
And I like them. Oh, God. The priest asks, "Did you change gender or something? What is this woman style fighting you're doing?" Man Ting mocks him and says it's embroidery fist. He does
Okay.
it in a high pitched voice as well.
Earlier, the girl said, "Your voice is becoming more feminine," and but no, the way he said it here was just mocking. But the guy with the eyebrows was like, "You've changed sex." He goes, "Do you want to deflower me?" He literally said, and I was like, "Wait, we're just fighting here, right? That's all we're doing is fighting, right?"
Oh my God.
Maybe it was the translation. I don't know.
You know
But
what? Those old school karate movies have
Yep.
some fucked up translations. So.
but no, I will. Spoiler alert: he does not deflower the man.
The style proves itself as he's is able to land some blows, but the priest is immune to his pressure point attacks. The priest informs him that his fatal pressure points are not in the normal spots and challenges Man Ting to find them. He tries different spots: the foot, the leg, the top of the head, even the fucking testicles, but nothing is working. The priest tells Man Ting his pressure point attacks are trash. He then rips off a piece of a pot, shoves it into Man Ting's chest, spins around him, punches him in the back, and spins back around him and catches this piece. And that is supposed to somehow show a pressure point attack. I don't understand.
I,
The
yeah.
man, the priest then lands his death grip on Man Ting, and he tells Man Ting that he can now go, thinking he will die. Man Ting falls down this large set of stairs, and Shing is at the bottom of it, dozing off. He runs right into Shing. Shing carries him home. Scene cuts to Shing and Madam saying that Man Ting needs a doctor, but they don't have the money. Shing goes to his boss and asks for an advance on his pay. But the boss at first said, fuck no. Like, he's like, get the hell out of here, until Shing explains that he needs a doctor for Man Ting who was hurt by the priest. Boss goes, what the fuck, the priest? Boss then looks over Man Ting because he went from a paper dummy boss to now this medical expert, and informs Madam and Shing that he was hit with the White Lotus 100 step soul snatching fist. Holy shit.
Right?
So,
And-
but it's very odd to me, right? Because you're supposed to have 100 steps. But
Right.
it's clear that you can with the villageman earlier that he can do one where it's 7 steps and it'll
Right,
kill you
so-
instantly. Why would he give Man Ting the 100-step death grip and only give everybody else the 7-step death grip?
Like, I would learn, like, the 2-step.
Ooh,
And that's what I would
you
use.
cut it
and,
down.
and I would just use that all the time. Like I would forget about the 100 step because
Well,
you don't. There's no actual need for it if you
that,
could do it in two.
well, here's what I would think is you would use the 2 and the 7 step for people you want to die immediately, but people like your arch rival, you would give the 100 step because they only have 100 steps. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
That might
right.
work.
I mean, but let's say you gave someone the 100 step punch
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
they actually died at like 87 steps. Do you get your money back from your
I don't think
trainer? Or
you get your life
like,
back.
right? Sorry, you had 13 steps left.
They give you those 13 and then you die.
Then you die.
That's a
Just,
fantastic idea. I like that. I like that.
it just,
Boss then performs acupuncture on Manting to improve his blood flow. Madam and Shing thank the boss, and he informs them that it is all a part of his duty because he is an anti-chain fighter. Scene cuts to the current and former priest meeting. The current priest tells him that he's worried that he hasn't found Manting's body, but the former priest says that it's fine and that he will surely die. But Manting has actually gotten his hands on an acupuncture pressure point book from Boss and is learning. Manting then asks Madam for sewing needles. Scene cuts to Manting heading back to the White Lotus Temple.
yeah.
And
But
on
you know
his.
what he's got now? He's
Mm,
got the crane technique. He's got the tiger technique. He's got women's kung fu. And
yeah.
now he's learned acupuncture. Man, this guy is rolling in it.
Yo, man, he's getting it.
He's a learned man.
He runs into the current priest and attacks. The current priest is shocked to find that Manting is alive. Manting tells him that he will kill him instead. The fight is pretty short and has a couple of good exchanges, but Manting gets the upper hand by landing a shot to the throat and the stomach, killing the priest. Manting then arrives at the temple and sneaks into an opening that's spewing out water. So it's kind of like the sewer system,
Right.
and it somehow leads directly next to the former priest's bath. Like literally, he opens the grate and the former priest's face is right there.
Yeah, he's like 2 feet away from this giant bathtub.
Manting attacks, but the priest leaps from the bath straight up in the air and tries to land into clothes. I can't stress enough that I'm not saying he doesn't move quickly and like climb out. He literally leaps
It
from the
it
bathtub straight in the air into some clothes.
like seriously, if you can imagine Superman is called to help someone while he's in the bathtub, this is what he would do.
The guards outside of the door hear this fighting but don't join because the priest then yells, "You like peeping on old men?"
What is there's so many creepy elements in this thing.
It's so weird in this section. So they don't even enter the door,
No.
but they don't know he's actually talking to Manting. The priest tells him no one comes into his room and leaves alive. And I said, okay, so you have no female suitors, I suppose. Mid fight with the guards, the priest asks Manting how he's alive after his 100 step death grip. Manting simply says he took 99 steps.
Mockingly in a girl's voice. I only took 99 steps.
The swordsman then attack again, but this time Manting has some kind of belt knife that he
Yeah.
never had before,
Right,
but
there it is.
somehow is able to use it and kill these two swordsmen. I was like, if you had this the whole time, it was your belt essentially, because we don't see him make it.
Nope, we don't
We
see him
don't
put it on.
we don't see him put it on. We don't see him make it. We don't see him introduce it. We don't even see a section where they're like, hey, this could be a good idea. He just fucking whips this thing out.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had old knifey here.
And he kills these men.
Yeah, with swords. He brought a knife to a sword fight against two guys with pigtails, and he won.
He won. The priest then steps in for the final showdown. They exchange for a bit until the priest tries to land a blow that Man Ting blocks with his braid, and it shows his braid is hiding sewing needles. This part is going to give Shakes the piss wiggles because
Bruh,
Man Ting then shoves 1,000 needles
bruh,
into different pressure points of the priest. He's stabbing him, he makes him laugh. He's stabbing him, he makes him cough. He's stabbing him, he makes him sneeze and cry and all these different things because he's hitting all these different pressure points to the point where the man is standing completely still, arms straight, legs completely paralyzed, and there are literally just needles
bruh,
all over his body.
bruh. Oh my, okay. Something y'all need to know about me. I can't stand needles. Like I don't like needles. I'm okay with watching somebody get decapitated with a sword. And I'll even laugh at it. Um, but this they shoved so many needles into this guy. I counted. I had to pause it at one point. He had 15 in his face. He had 15
Shit.
needles in his face, man. And
Oh.
yes, it gave me the piss wiggles. Hardcore. Uh
Somehow, but somehow, the priest powers through all of this and just presses all the needles out of his body and continues fighting.
you
The
know how he gets the needles out of his body?
how?
From the power of flexing.
Yeah.
He just stands there and he flexes and all the needles shoot out.
Dude, you're fucking right. He does flex them out. The priest tries to land his death blow again, but Man Ting takes the priest's hair needle. He has needle in his hair to kind of hold his hair up. He takes that needle from the priest's hair and skewers his hands together. He literally
Yes.
stabs through both hands, sticking them together. And then the priest says, "You finally found my fatal point," and dies. Man Ting jumps in joy, and by God, the movie is over.
Just like that. I was like, what the
What
fuck
the fuck
just
just
happened?
happened?
He jumps in the air and it freezes and the credits start rolling.
I tell you what, man. You were spot on in the beginning when this podcast thing has been an idea of ours for, I don't know, what, 2 years?
It's been years.
It's
Yes.
been some times, and it was more of a joke than anything. And then I just got the wild hair up my ass one day that fuck it, we're gonna do it, right?
Yeah.
So when we are coming up with ideas and all these different things, we did originally choose Kung Fu's. We had a little Running Man as our logo. I mean, we was leaned heavily into the karate style. I mean, I think we even had like karate names like Sifu Shakes and
Yeah.
Master MJ and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Like we was leaning
Yeah.
super hard into it. Thank God, this movie immediately told us.
We should rethink. We're not afraid of adaptation. We have adapted a lot. We have
Yeah.
changed things. Hopefully all for the better. But yeah, this movie was an eye opener that we need to broaden our fans.
Lord, are we happy we did?
Oh
Because I
yeah.
mean, just imagine week after week of this.
Oh, we wouldn't still be here. I don't think we'd still
Oh
be here.
no, man, we would have gave up a long time ago.
And I'm gonna thank every action hero except for Steven Seagal
Oh, how you gonna leave him out, man?
and Eric Roberts.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
those two. No, I give you no credit whatsoever. Have a good day.
There you go.
All right, everybody. This has been fun. Just wanted to tell y'all that we love you for listening. And we can't thank y'all enough for coming back next week. We'll catch you next time, y'all.